Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today it is the NFL Divisional Round playoffs. The winner will advance to the AFC Championship Game, where it is the Houston Texans taking on the New England Patriots. As the Patriots on their first drive, they got a 3-and-out, and Noel, he takes the punt return, and the Texans will get it, I believe, at the 26-yard line. So that was a quick, good job by the Texans defense. Now here comes the Texans offense. As Stroud, he fakes the run and he passes it, but it's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 for the Texans at the 26. So, guys, like I said, the winner advances to the AFC Championship Game. They'll take on the Broncos as Stroud, he hands it off to Willie Marks, but that'll be a gain of 3 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 7. And like I said earlier, the winner will go to the AFC Championship Game in Denver. So it is 3rd down and 7 at the Houston 29. And they go no huddle. Stroud, he takes the pass, and it's incomplete from Christian Kirk. So the Texans, on their first drive, they will have to punt. So both teams having some trouble on offense as the Houston Texans will punt. And Christian Kirk, he had the ball in his hands, but Christian Kirk, he just drops it. That was almost a pick, an interception there. So the Texans, they're going to have to punt, and they punted away. And Jones, he will return it, and he'll get about at least 18 yards. So the Patriots offense will come back onto the field, and as we will step aside and we will take our first break of the day as RJN Sports. are back, ladies and gentlemen. So it is 1st and 10 as Drake May. He gives up the pass to Ramondre Stevenson, but that's only for a gain of 5. As it'll be 2nd and 1. As it is 2nd and 1. The receiver's in motion. Stevenson! Oh, he could have been gone. That was a gain of about, I believe about 18. Yeah, between like 19 to 20 yards. Ramondre Stevenson, he has been really showing up for New England in the running game and in the passing game. So as they do the hurry up, they give it to Henderson. He'll get a loss of 2. All right, as it is 2nd and 12. So far, both teams have punted, but the Patriots are past midfield. May. It is the screen to Henderson, but it is a loss of 2 again. So now it's 3rd and 14. You are a little bit past midfield, so New England, just get a few yards to get yourself into field goal range. I don't think that all that you care about. You're playing in the snow, so just take the points. May in a shotgun. He passes it to Stephon Diggs. But that is only for a gain of 13. It'll be 4th and 1. As Stephon Diggs, he is facing another of his former team. He was with the Texans last year, but he got hurt like early on the season. So I know that this is a little bit of a revenge game for him, as it is 4th and 1 for the Patriots. Douglas is in motion. 3 seconds left on the play clock. They're gonna go for it. May, he passed it for Douglas. Douglas got the touchdown. Touchdown, Patriots! Touchdown, Patriots! They get on the board first. What a drive by New England as they get the touchdown. They're on the board. All right, we got a game. They needed 1, and they got all of the 28. As New England, they didn't score on their first drive, but the second drive got it done. As New England is up 7-0. As we will be right back and right here after the short break. right, we are back. The Patriots, they get on the board first, as it was a 28-yard touchdown pass from Drake May to DeMario Douglas. What a play call by Josh McDaniels. Now, if I'm the Houston Texans, I did not expect the Patriots to score on the board first. I honestly thought that the Texas defense would get the stop on the first drive, which they did. Then I thought that Houston would take over. But on the second drive, New England, they got it back. Now, what can the Texans do as it is their second drive of the ball game? So you look at the franchises. The Patriots have 29 playoff appearances. Their record in the divisional is 16-6, 15 conference championship appearances, and 6 Super Bowls, while the Texans have 9 appearances, 0-6 in the divisional, 0 conference champion appearances, and 0 Super Bowls. Now, Schultz is in motion. First down for Houston. What can CJ Stroud do? They handed it to Marks. Woody, and that is a gain of 2. Wow. He had to have his helmet knocked off on that last play. But that just shows that Woody Marks, he is a physical running back. So as it is 2nd and 8, a gain of 2. What can the Texans do here? They're down by 7. Stroud takes a snap. It's a fake. He passes it to almost intercepted. No flag on the play. 3rd down. That was a good defensive play by Davis. As Higgins, he had to knock that ball away. All right, 3rd and 8. This is a big down for the Texans earlier on in this game. So far, Stroud hasn't been able to complete a pass. 3rd and 8. Stroud in the pocket as he runs. He passes it to Schultz. Schultz, he gets the first down and more. Schultz has a lot of room. What a first down. And what a play by CJ Stroud. Stepping up in the pocket, acting like he was going to run it. A gain of, I think, about 42 yards. First down, Houston. As Houston moves the chains on money down. As it is 1st and 10 for the Texans. What can they do here? Barbados is in motion. It is a penalty on the offense. False start. Oh, what a play by Schultz. He is the former Cowboys tight end. As it is 1st and 15 now for the Houston Texans. Nick Chubb has entered in the ball game. What can they do here as they fake the ball to Nick Chubb? Stroud, he's pressured. It is caught by Higgins. That is a gain of, I think, about 11. So or a gain about 9. So 2nd and 6. What a play by CJ Stroud. He almost got sacked there. As Stroud, he was 0-3. Now he's 2 for 5. So it is now 2nd and 6. Stroud, he passes it. It's tipped. Oh, it was almost picked off. 3rd and 6. Oh, Ellis had the correct lane. What a play by Ellis. All right, as it is 3rd and 6. with about 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. What can the Texans do here on the 3rd and 6? Stroud, he passes it to Christian Kirk for a gain of 9. Oh, and now there's a flag thrown. It might have been a face mask. Was there a face mask on the defense? As they're going to review it. And it was a face mask. It was a face mask on the defense. It was on Carlton Davis on the 3rd and 6. So that's going to move the Houston Texans to 1st and goal now. What a drive by the Houston Texans. You know, I did say that this was going to be the lowest game of scoring this weekend, but so far it could potentially be the highest. On 1st and goal, they give it to Woody Marks. He gets no gain. 2nd and goal. Okay, so in Foxborough, it's 35 degrees, wind 2 miles per hour, and it is snowy. It is snowy. It is 2nd goal. Hutchinson, he passed out. Stroud, he passes it to Schultz. Schultz, can he get in? No! He's right there at the 1-yard line. But so far, C.J. Stroud on this drive, he has been moving his legs a lot on this drive. As it is 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. So as they put an offensive lineman reporting as eligible, Marks, he gets the touchdown. But hold on, there is a penalty. There is a penalty. There was a penalty. It's on offense. It's on offense. Illegal shift. 2 men were moving in motion. 5-yard penalty. Instead of a 3rd and goal from the 1, it'll be 3rd and goal from the 6. But if the Texans don't get a touchdown here, do we see them going for it? Oh, because Schultz, he was in motion. They were not set. So it is now 3rd and 6. Yeah, 3rd and goal from the 6. Stroud, in the pocket. He's looking, and it's incomplete. Intended for Woody Marks. He had the right angle, but Gonzalez covered it the right way. As the Texans, they are going to kick the field goal. Wow. What a drive by the Houston Texans, but apparently it was an illegal shift. As Fairbairn, he makes the kick, and the kick is good. So 5 minutes to go. Both teams did not score on the first drive, but they have scored on the second drive. Patriots are up 7-3, as we will be right here and right back after the short break. All right, we are back. So the Texans did their second drive was a field goal. Apparently, the touchdown was taken off because there was an illegal shift by the offense. As Kiami Fairbairn kicks it off, and there will be a return by Williams. And Williams, that is a gain, at least about a 22-yard return. So New England, they will get the ball at the 22-yard line. All right, as it is 1st and 10 for the Patriots, they take the snap. They hand it off to Henderson. Henderson, he'll get a no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. And that was the tackle by tongue guy. All right, 2nd and 10. What can the Patriots do here? 5 seconds left on the play clock. He fakes it to Stevenson. He goes in. It's incomplete. That was intended for Stephon Diggs. The Texans, they had a good coverage there. So the ball was tipped by Barnett, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Don't forget the Houston Texans. They have only given up 17 points a game, which is the 2nd best in the NFL. But on the road, they've only given up 15 points. 3rd and 10 for Drake May and the Patriots. May's in the pocket. Oh, the ball is fumble, and the Patriots have it. So, that was a big chance for the Texans to get it at the 2-yard line, but that won't matter as the Patriots Patriots still punt. That was recovered by a draft pick Will Campbell as the Neil Hunter. He got the fumble. Oh, he couldn't get it, but that was a good job by the Patriots on not letting the Texans get the ball as New England punts from their own end zone. And not a bad punt as the Texans, they are at the 50. As now, what can the Texans do with 3 minutes left in the first quarter? As we will be right here and find that out, and we will be right back after the short break. All right, we are back. So the Houston Texans, they have the ball at basically the 50-yard line, and they hand it off to Marks. Marks, he'll get a gain of no gain. Oh no! And now you see what Dalton Schultz. Now he is heading to the locker room. You don't want to see that because Dalton Schultz, like he's like other than Nico Collins, like he has really been that guy. Stroud, he's pressured, and it's incomplete. 3rd and 10. That was intended for Higgins. Third and 10. Patriots blitz, and it's caught. Did he get 2 feet in bounds? Yes, but it'll be forfeit short. a good catch by the Houston Texans rookie and Higgins. Patriots will bring the blitz, but that will be 4th and short. He did not get the first down. But the Texans, they're going to go for it. As they will go for it, they hand it off to Chubb. Chubb, will he get there? Yes, he'll get there. He got forward progress, and that will be the first down. Okay, so they have just explained to me that Dalton Schultz, he is questionable to return with a calf injury. And without Nico Collins, you cannot afford to lose Dalton Schultz. As the Texans, it is 1st and 10. Patriots bring the blitz again. And it's intercepted by Carlton Davis. Did he get the feet in? Did he get the feet in? And he did! It is intercepted by the Patriots. They're going to review it. And yes, he got the knee down. He got the knee down. That is an interception. He got the knee down. So far in the first quarter, he has almost had an interception, I think about once or twice. But the third time's the charm, and he gets it. Interception, New England's ball. As we will be right back as New England, they get the turnover after they couldn't get the 4th and 1 stop. As we will be right back, and we will be right here after the short break. All right, we are back. So the Patriots, they got the turnover on defense. Now, can their offense capitalize? As the Patriots, they get the ball from the 19. They hand it off to Ramondre. Ramondre gets past the 20. They're still pushing, and that'll be a Gain of 5. As it is 2nd and 5, the Patriots, they fake it as they're running with Drake May. Did he get the first down? He fumbled the ball. He might have fumbled the ball. He might have fumbled the ball. Was his knee down? Was his knee down? And they'll say no. The Texans get the ball back after the Patriots got the interception. It was, Azeez Al-Shaair. Yep, that ball is out. That ball is out. The Texans they get the ball back after the Patriots defense got the turnover. What a turnaround. This is why that the Texans are potentially the #1 defense in the NFL, because they make turnovers in big time games. So now the Texans, they get the ball. Well, they're almost at past the 30. What can Stroud do on first down as they'll give it to Higgins? And Higgins, that'll be a gain of about 5. So the Texans, they do have to snap it here before the end of the first quarter. So this will be likely the last play of the first quarter, which I think that it'll be most likely a run. So, yep, they hand it to Marks, Woody Marks, and did he get the first down? And it'll show that it'll be short, so it'll be 3rd and 1 when we come back. This is the end of the first quarter. What a first quarter so far. Not a bad first quarter here. Not a bad first quarter, as we will be right back and right here after the short break. Alright, we are back. And also, don't forget, guys, the Pro Bowl games will be during Super Bowl week. It will not be the week after the AFC Championship game. It will be during Super Bowl week, as it is 3rd-and-1 for the Texans. What can the Texans do after they got the turnover on defense? Are they gonna try the tush push? And they do, and that'll work for the first down gain of 1. As it is 1st-and-10 for the Texans. Stroud. They do the flip pass to Marks. Marks, he'll get a gain about 5. Gain about 6. And just so you know, without Nico Collins and Dalton Schultz, it looks like that they're gonna need to bring out that guy in Christian Kirks and Woody Marks. They're gonna have to step up for him on offense as they handed it to Marks. Marks, he finds a lane, but it'll be a gain of no gain. Ellis, he takes off the helmet from Woody Marks. That is the second time that Woody Marks had his helmet taken off. So it'll be 3rd-and-4 for the Texans now. 3rd-and-4 from the Patriots 10-yard line. What can they do here? As it is 1 second from the play clock, 3rd-and-4, Patriots blitz. And it's caught by Christian Kirk! Touchdown! Touchdown! Houston! I said before they played the snap, Woody Marks and Christian Kirk from last week had to step up from this game, and it shows that he is ready to take the challenge. Whoa! All right, we got a game here. The Texans capitalized on a turnover with 6 plays, 27 yards, in 3 minutes and 2 seconds, as the Texans have now gotten the touchdown. The Texans got the turnover by Matungai and Al-Shire, and Christian Kirk, he scored the first touchdown for them last week, and he scored the first touchdown for them this week, both of them in the second quarter. And we will be right here and right back after the short break. We got a game here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go! we are back, ladies and gentlemen. So we got a game here, folks, with about 12 minutes left in the second quarter and in the first half. We got a game here. So as the Patriots were leading, they now have fallen, and the Texans have taken the challenge. They want to win this time around. They want to get their revenge from almost 10 years ago. The Texans are now up by 3. Fairbairn kicks it off, and it'll be returned by their rookie Chisholm. He has a lot of room, and he'll get about at least a 20-yard return. So the Patriots' other 3 drives have been 2 punts and a fumble, and those drives have been minus 4 yards, but their touchdown drive has been 66 yards. So what can they do here? May takes a snap. He throws it to Booty, and it was almost intercepted by Lassiter, but it was incomplete. All right, 2nd and 10 for Drake May and the Patriots. What can they do here as they hand it off to Henderson? He gets a gain about at least maybe 3. So 3rd and 7 for the Patriots. All right, New England, now you're down by 3, and the Texans, they are kind of starting to get hot a bit on offense. So if I'm Josh McDaniel, you find your play. Give the ball to Stephon Diggs here. Find him in a one-on matchup that he can win. Nine seconds on a play clock. 3rd and 7 for Drake May. He claps his hands to snap the ball. May. Oh, May. And he'll run for it. Can he get there? He will for the first down. Patriots move the chains. Drake May was almost sacked by 2 large men, but he gets there for the first. And that was Danielle Hunter couldn't bring him down. And that was also number 90 for the Texans, for which he got the fumble return TD last week. This season, Drake May has 27 scrambles for the first down as they give it to Henderson. He gets no gain. 2nd and 10. The leading rusher for the Patriots last week against the Chargers. In their career, you know how many games Brady played? 48. 183 rushes. He just won championships along the way. And Drake May, 22 for 70. I'll take those trophies over those yards. I know Tom's watching. He will too. Yeah, a player is down. We'll check on that and take a break. So we have an injury on the field, and we will step aside here, and we will be right back and right here after the short break. Alright, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. So the Patriots are down by 3 with 2nd and 9. As they're almost past midfield. And also, guys, tomorrow is the College Football Playoff National Championship. I might be able to do that game, but I don't know. We'll see for how that goes. But tomorrow, I could potentially. Also, actually, Travion Henderson was the one that was down. As it is 2nd and 9, Douglas is in motion. What can the Patriots do here? Drake May takes a snap. He throws, and it's incomplete. Intended for Booty, as it is 3rd and 9 with 10:54 to go. As it is 3rd down and 9, you see the cold in Foxborough. May, he throws, and it's incomplete. Intended for Williams. Lassiter did get beat, but it is 4th and 9. As Lassiter thanks God for not that being a catch, and the Patriots will have to punt. As they'll punt it away, and it'll be a fair catch by Noel. So that'll be, I believe that is at the 25-yard line for the Houston Texans. Now, can the Texans capitalize here? You're facing a really good offense. Can you capitalize with at least a touchdown? And if you can get 3 points, then at least you're happy, because I also heard that your fans, they are throwing a watch party back home, so I know that they want to win this for them and for your franchise history, because you guys have never been to an AFC Championship game. And for whoever wins this game, could potentially be my pick to go to the Super Bowl because of Bo Nix's injury. So we'll see for how that goes. They give the snap. They fake the snap to Chubb. Stroud, he gets pressured. He gets taken down, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Jones. Jones, he gets the touchdown. Touchdown, Patriots. They're on the board. Patriots take the lead again. That is double bingo! Come on, baby! What a good pressure by the Patriots defense on CJ Stroud. The Patriots defense finds a way, and they take the lead again. Don't forget, the Patriots, their defense only allowed 3 points last week. The Texans allowed 6 because of key turnovers on offense. But on offense, this time they allowed a touchdown. This is CJ Stroud, his 2nd interception of the game. Last week he had 5 fumbles, only 2 fumbles lost. And the field goal kick is good. So, the extra point is good. So the Patriots up 14-10. What a wild coincidence. As they are now back at it in front, and we will be right here and right back after the short break. Patriots up by 4 as we come back in just a few moments. Patriots, they get the touchdown. Wow. As the Texans. Wow. What a play by the Patriots corner and their punt returner. Oh yeah, and that touchdown, Hutchinson grabbed him by the face mask. But Jones did not let go. He wanted that touchdown. And they'll get the return by Noel. No, he finds a hole, and it'll be only a gain of, I believe, about a 26-yard return. But so far, it has been the turnovers that has been costing them. So the Texans have had, I believe, about 5 drives, and they've had 2 turnovers. So this is their 6th drive in the first half. They're down by 4. They hand it to Marks. Marks, and he gets tripped up, and that is a loss of 1. So 2nd and 11, Stroud, here comes the blitz again, and he passes it to Hutchinson, and that'll be a gain of a first down, a gain for 12 on a 2nd and 11. Stroud, he recognized the blitz, found Hutchinson, and gets the first down. Okay, so far, C.J. Stroud, he's 9 of 17, 108 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. So 1st and 10 for Stroud. He hands it to Marks. Marks, he'll get a loss of 1 again. Second 11, Stroud. He takes the pass, and it's intercepted! That is 3 interceptions by C.J. Stroud in the first half. The ball was tipped, and it was intercepted. The Patriots are just having a day in passing on defense as C.J. Stroud throws for 3 interceptions in the first half. All of the Texans turnovers have been by him so far. 3 interceptions as Hutchinson. That was a good pass by Stroud, but Hutchinson just couldn't able to capitalize as he was falling down. But that was Hutchinson's fault. That was not C.J. Stroud's fault. Hutchinson, he has the height and the body to get that ball, so that wasn't on Stroud, but 3 interceptions in the first half. And in the postseason, you're not going to win games by doing that. Last week, he had 5 fumbles, and he threw an interception, and he only recovered, and that was only 2 fumbles lost. But today, 3 interceptions and 0 fumbles. And the Patriots are somehow up by 4. But should the Patriots be up by a hard margin? Well, not really, so. As they put Diggs in motion, they give it to Henderson. Henderson, he takes a stutter step. He spins, and that'll be a game of at least 5. Oh, as they pressure Drake May gets sacked. He gets sacked. Will Anderson. That is a loss of 5. It'll be 3rd and 10. Will Anderson sacked Aaron Rodgers last week. He does it to Drake May this week. As Drake May, he slips and just couldn't get that ball away. And as it is 3rd and 18, loss of 8. 3rd down and 13. May, and he passes it to Hunter Henry, and that'll be a gain of about 5, but that will not matter as the Texans defense gets the stop. The Texans were asked to defend the short field last week. They do it this week, and as the Texans defense, they still get the stop. The Patriots punt the ball away, and it'll be a fair catch by Knowles. So the Texans, they will have to travel, I think, 90 yards if they want a touchdown with 6 minutes to go in the first half. And like I said, tomorrow it is the national championship game in the CFP. Miami versus Indiana. Miami, they do not have to travel because after 3 away playoff games, they get at least 1 home game, and that is in the national championship. But for Indiana, this is Fernando Mendoza's homecoming. And I think for another player as well for number 5 on the Indiana's defense. As they put Hutchinson in motion. Stroud gets pressured. He gets the ball away, and it was almost intercepted, but incomplete. And now the Texans' offensive lineman is down. I believe that is number 71, Howard. So, as Howard was trying to maintain his balance. That sucks, but we will be right back with 6 minutes left in the first half, and we will be right back and right here after the short break. Okay, we are back. So the 2nd and 10 for the Houston Texans. Titus Howard got hurt. This is his 7th season. He is from Alabama State. 2nd and 10 for the Houston Texans. Christian Kirk is in motion. What can they do here? Stroud. He's pressured again. And incomplete. 3rd and 10. Okay, so this official Dalton Schultz is out of this game, and Woody Marks is also questionable with the shoulder. They can't afford to lose any more players, but their running back room is really decent as Nick Chubb has entered in the game. 3rd and 10. Patriots blitz Stroud again. Can they get him? It is. Is it a fumble? Was the ball going forward? And the rest, they never blew the whistle, and they say the ball was going forward. It is 4th and 10. It was incomplete forward pass. It'll be 4th down, and the Texans, they'll have to punt. As it is 6 minutes in the first half, the Townsend punts it away. And it is to Jones for who got the defensive touchdown earlier. And he'll get a loss of it loses 2 yards. So 6 minutes left in the first half. You're in the cold. So the Patriots' injuries. Ramondre Stevenson, he is questionable because he has an eye injury. And for Craig Woodson, the safety 31 for who picked off C.J. Stroud on his 3rd interception, he has a questionable with the head as they handed it to Henderson, which that is a gain of, I think, about 2. So it'll be 2nd and 10. 2nd and 7, gain of 3. As it is 2nd and 7. Drake May, he passes it for Booty! He finds a lane, finds a hole, and he'll get to the 30! Well, what a play! As it is 1st and 10, they put Diggs in motion. And they hand it off to Henderson. He'll get a gain of, I think, about at least 2. Or, yeah, 3 yards. Got regrets on my yard. So 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7 from the 27-yard line. They're inside the 30. May, he passes it to Booty again! A gain of 17. They are inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, New England. And as they're doing the celly, the fans are starting to do the celly. So they put Diggs in motion again. As it is first and goal for New England. They see Diggs open and Stephon Diggs! What a play! Touchdown! New England! Goal! Diggs, a 7-yard touchdown, New England! Boom! What a catch by Stephon Diggs! By keeping his control and not letting the ball touch the ground. Good catch. Jalen Reed was in coverage. It wasn't a bad coverage, but you're facing a really talented receiver. 5 plays, 56 yards, 2 minutes and 48 seconds. New England is now up by 11 with 3:12 to go before the 2-minute warning. And this is Stephon Diggs' first playoff touchdown since 2020 with the Buffalo Bills. Don't forget that Stephon Diggs, he is the former Texan. He torn his ACL last year. And this time, he scores on his former team. Finally, we haven't seen him score on the Minnesota Vikings, and he did not score a touchdown when he faced the Bills, but he does score a touchdown when he faced his former team, the Texans. As it is a return by Jalen Knoll. He'll get past the 20 and not so past the 25, but not a bad return as the Texans will get it from the 24-yard line. Don't forget, both defenses are a top 10 defense, but the Texans, they haven't allowed more than 21 points since week 8. Well, actually, their defensive starters haven't allowed more than for 21 points or more. I think at least like either since they faced the Raiders, and it was almost picked up for 4th time. As they come with the pressure, Jones almost had another interception on C.J. Stroud. That would have been C.J. Stroud's 4th interception in the first half. And that ball was tipped by Yamachunzai as it is 2nd and 10 for C.J. Stroud. He is 9 of 22 for 100, and it is a false start on the offense, so it'll be 2nd and 15. So with 3:02 to go, 2nd and 15. What can the Texans do here? Because now they're down by 11. And your defense is trying so hard for y'all. You don't have Nico Collins. And now Dalton Schultz is out of the game. Woody March has come back in the game. 2nd and 15. Stroud throws deep. He finds the receiver open for Christian Kirk, and it's incomplete. He had a man downfield, but there is a penalty on the play. So there was a flag in the secondary, and it'll be on the defense, and it'll be an automatic first down. It was against Carlton Davis. Oh, yeah, you could see that a little hold there because that could have been a touchdown for Christian Kirk. You can kind of see that a little bit as that was a hold there because he had a real chance at it. In order for the Texans to win, they have to give the ball to their playmakers from last week, and Christian Kirk was one of them, and so were Woody Marks. Marks, they hand it off to Marks, and Marks gets taken down by the big fella. Barmore loses 4. 2nd and 14. And the Texans, they'll have to do one snap before the 2-minute warning. As it is 2nd and 14. What can the Texans do here on 2nd and 14? He throws, and it's caught by Higgins, the rookie receiver. And that will be, this is officially the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go. We'll be right back, and we'll be right here after the short break. minutes to go. This is the 2-minute warning. So, 1st and 10 for Stroud, and it's intercepted by Carlton Davis. CJ Stroud, he fakes the roll to the left or to the right, and it's intercepted by Carlton Davis, as it is CJ Stroud, 4th interception of the ball game. Did he get 2 feet in? Yes, he did. That is Carlton Davis' 2nd interception of the ball game. And as for this drive that Carlton Davis got called for pass interference, he makes up for it. The regular season, CJ Stroud had 8 interceptions. This postseason, he has 5. He has 4 today as they give it to Henderson, and Henderson, he gets a gain of 3. Second and 7 for Drake May. He passes it and dropped. What a good play by Lassiter. Third and 7 for New England. They pass it to Henderson and it's incomplete. So the Texans defense gets the big stop. The Texans defense are just carrying their team. And the Houston Texans, they do get the ball to start the second half. So I think that there are going to be a few adjustments in the first half for the Texans. So look at the total yards. The Patriots have 135. The Texans have 131, but the Texans are down by 11 as fair catch. And if the Texans want a touchdown, they'll have to travel 90 yards in under 1 minute and 53 seconds. In the playoffs for D'Amico Ryan, he won by 31 against the Browns in 23, but lost by 24 in the divisional. 2024, beat the Chargers by 20, lost to my team, the Chiefs, by 9. And in 2025, won by 24 points, but in the divisional, they're now losing by 11. So, CJ Stroud, it's incomplete, intended for Higgins. 60 seconds to go in the first half. So CJ Stroud is 10 of 25, 124 yards, 1 touchdown, and 4 interceptions. So basically the same yardage that Sam Darnold has thrown yesterday, but Sam Darnold, he kind of had a perfect game. As the Patriots, they bring the pressure. It's incomplete, intended for Christian Kirk. 3rd and 10. I think that the Patriots, because it's that the Texans are so backed up, they're going to bring more pressure so that maybe New England can possibly get at least a field goal before the end of the first half, or maybe even a touchdown. So 3rd and 10. They put Hutchinson's back. There is a flag on the play. Stroud, he runs up, and he gets taken down. 49 seconds to go, but there is a penalty on the play. I think the Patriots, they didn't even have to take a timeout because of the penalty. And it was an false start on the offense. So the penalties decline. It'll be 4th down. And now the Texans defense have to go try to make a stop again. That was a gain of 1. And the Texans they'll have to punt again. But their defense in the cold, that is not a good way. And they get the punt, and it's by Jones. Jones has a lead. Oh, he could have been gone. 36 seconds to go in the first half. What a good run. So, tonight's schedule, we still got the Bears and the Rams at 6:30 on NBC. Next Sunday at 3 o'clock, either New England or the Texans travel to Denver at 3 Eastern, but no Bo Nix. Then for the NFC title game, either the Bears or the Rams at 6:30 at Fox, still travel to Seattle. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. 36 seconds left. They're almost past midfield. They got all of their timeouts, so they can still get a touchdown if they want to. Oh! The Texans! Do they got the ball? It was a strip fumble. No, when the Patriots jump back on it. And does Mike Vrabel call a timeout? And he won't. And that'll be the end of the first half, most likely. Will Anderson. He makes a big play again. He almost had the ball, but they can't capitalize. Will Campbell gets the fumble recovery again. And will that most likely be the end of the first half? Did the Patriots call a timeout? I think we'll find out here if the Patriots didn't want to call a timeout. And the Patriots do call a timeout, but there's only 13 seconds left. So this is Drake May's 13th fumble this season, most in the NFL. But with the 2 fumbles that the Texans had a chance to get a touchdown, they haven't been able to capitalize on those fumbles. So the Texans, they can get the turnovers, but they just don't. They can get the fumble, but they just know for how to jump onto the ball. So, Drake May, he has 9 of 16, 109 yards, 2 touchdowns, but 3 fumbles lost. 2 of them he got back. And 10 seconds left. They pass it to. And that will be the end. Oh, the Patriots, they take a timeout with 4 seconds left. It was caught by Douglas. But why did the Patriots take a lot more time off? I mean, you could have called the timeout with 6 seconds. Are they going to try to see if they could take the field goal here? Oh, also, they actually reset the clock back to 7 seconds. So 7 seconds, 3rd and 11. The Patriots, they do have 1 timeout, so they could do anywhere in the field. Don't forget the Texans, they do get the ball to start the second half. So, Patriots, you're going to do a quick one. And incomplete. Incomplete, no flags, 4th and 11. Diggs was the only one open. What a good coverage by Lassiter, because Diggs, he was kind of open right there. Oh, yeah, Diggs had a chance on it. And they have decided that they are not going to put Borregales on the field because New England, they're going to try for the Hail Mary. And they will try for the Hail Mary. Drake May, he's back. He throws up. And it is intercepted. The Texans get their first interception of the ball game as they'll get the ball to start the second half. What a good first half. As it is halftime, the Patriots are up by 11, but we'll see for what they can do in the second half. So we will be right back in 12 to 15 minutes. And we'll be right back in right here after basically a little long break, but we'll be right here and right back. Love y'all and see y'all in a few minutes. All right, we are back as CJ Stroud hurries up. They put the tight end in motion and they give it to Woody Marks for the 2-yard run. 2nd and 8. All right. Don't forget, for whoever wins this game goes to the AFC Championship, and that AFC Championship game will be in Denver. But no Bo Nix, so this is a big opportunity for whoever wins. But never count Jarrett Stidham out, because he might have been with New England, right? I think he did win a championship with Brady. Or wait, no, because he was drafted in 2019. As they give it to Hutchinson! Hutchinson for, I believe, a 19-yard or 20-yard gain. First down, Houston. Now we see the Houston Texans coming up now. Now we see them bring up the juice as it is 1st and 10. As the Patriots come up and football! And it's by the Patriots, and they give it to New England. It was a fumble. It was a strip fumble by the Patriots. Who recovers it? Jones. The Patriots get the fumble after the Texans got the big play. Was the knee down? Oh, the knee was down. The knee was down before the ball came out. But what a play by, almost a good play by Gonzalez, but they're going to review it. So they officially ruled that he was down by contact, and he knew that he was down by contact as soon as he felt his knee was down. As it is 2nd and 6 for the Texans, they're just making sure to confirm, and it is official. The runner was down, so as Hutchinson is in motion, 2nd and 6, they're past midfield. What can CJ Stroud do here as he passes it for Higgins? First down, Houston, gain of 7. And you see the Texans' last 5 drives from when they led 10-7. Pick 6, interception, punt, interception, and punt. So they haven't really been able to do nothing much, but for the first time, like, they are past midfield, like, since their last touchdown drive, I believe. 1st and 10, they give it to Chubb. Chubb, he finds a hole, and that is a gain of 6. Gain of 7. And they pushing, and it'll be a gain of 2. So 3rd and 1 for the Houston Texans. They're past midfield. I believe it's at the New England 19-yard line. Von Houston If you don't get this first down, I might go for it. You pass midfield. And they're going to do the tush push again with the tight end, Stover. Stover, he'll get a gain of at least 3. So, first down at the New England 16, and the Texans are driving. And that was a good push by Bryant, the former Cleveland Brown tight end. So 1st and 10 from the 16. What can the Texans do here? Stover's in motion. They give it to Marks. Marks, he finds a hole, and that'll be a gain of at least 7. So 2nd and 3 from the New England 9. Or from the New England 8. And this is why luckily that at the end of the first half, their defense got 2 big stops. Yeah, 2nd and 2 from the 8-yard line. They hand it to Marks, and he gets a loss of 1. Landry, the second, gets the sack. No gain, as it is 3rd and 2. If I'm the Texans here, I give a quick bootleg. At least like a foot to the right, acting like you're going foot to the left, and then I do at least a really good screen play. And D'Amico Ryan takes their first timeout of the second half. And D'Amico Ryan is probably saying, we need a touchdown here. We need a touchdown. The general manager who was here with the Patriots for 2 decades, his 5th year as GM. He had to hire a new head coach a couple of years ago. He picked D'Amico Ryan. Boy, did he select wisely. So C.J. Stroud is 13 of 29, 159 yards, 1 touchdown, and 4 interceptions. If they can get a touchdown here, even with those 4 interceptions, they will be down by at least 4 points, so that's good. 3rd and 2, they get it, and incomplete! Jones ran it well! They were basically trying to do the same play like they did against Pittsburgh last week. And it'll be 4th and 2, and I think that the Texans are going to go for the field goal to make this game a 1-possession game. What a play by Marcus Jones. Jones has really done well for New England today, on defense and on special teams. So it'll be a 25-yard attempt for Kayemi Fairbairn again, and the kick is good from the 8-yard line, and it is now a 1-possession game with 9:45 to go in the 3rd. So as we will be right back and right here after the short break, Patriots will get the ball from when we come back, up by 8, and that is coming up right after this. are back. So now it looks like that for the snowfall is now coming down from New England. They were mentioning about there might be a weather forecast as they get the kickoff, and it'll be past the 30. I think at least to the 31, to the 32. And New England gets the ball. So 1st and 10 for the Patriots. 9:36 to go in the third. They hand it to Ramondre Stevenson. He'll get at least a gain of 4. As Ramondre Stevenson has come back in the game, he had an issue with his eye. So 2nd and 6 from the Houston, or 2nd and 5 from the Houston 37. We're from the New England 36. Yep. And Ramondre Stevenson, he'll get the screen pass, but that is a loss of 1. 3rd and 6 for New England. As it is 3rd and 6 for the New England Patriots. At the 35-yard line. He takes the snap. No flag on the play. The ball is stripped. Who else? Will Anderson for the second time in his game. Will Anderson again. And this time the Houston Texans capitalize on it. For when that the Texans need a big play on defense, they find a way to get it. So Anderson, he has 3 sacks in his game and 2 forced fumbles. And Azeez Al-Shaair has recovered the 2 fumbles that the Texans have. Will Anderson is fired up. Stroud, he fakes a play action. Stroud gets sacked by Joseph. He's brought down by Chason. That'll be a loss of 8. So 2nd and 18. As it is 2nd and 18, what can the Texans do here? Stroud in the pocket, he'll throw, and it's caught by the rookie receiver, Higgins. And that'll be a gain of at least 13. So 3rd and about 6. I'm sorry, a gain of 12. So 3rd and 6. As it is 3rd and 6, the Patriots, they bring some pressure. Stroud, he's going to run. He'll get the first down and more. They needed 6. They got at least 9. Excuse me, sorry. That was a gain of 11 on a 3rd and 6. They needed 6, got 11 for the first down. And it's now 1st and 10 from the New England 19 again. 6:10 to go in the 3rd. First and 10 for the Texans. Stover, and he'll get crushed by Gonzalez. As it is now 2nd and 10, what can the Texans do here? Stroud in the pocket. They decide to run. And it'll only be for... Oh, ball came out! And the Patriots have it! The Patriots have it! The ball came out! New England has the football! Fumble by the Texans! Yep! The knee was not down! And the Patriots have the football! So that is the 8th turnover in this matchup. As soon as the Texans defense gets the stop on defense and gets the turnover, New England does the same thing. As we will be right back and right here after the short break. Ladies and gentlemen, the Patriots get the turnover. And as we are almost ready to get back on live. So far in this game, a total of 8 turnovers. So what can the Patriots do here? As Chisholm is in motion, they give it to Stevenson and he gets stuffed. A loss of 2, 2nd and 12. And this is the most turnovers since 2015. The last time that happened was the NFC Championship game. The Cardinals faced the Panthers. The Panthers were in the playoffs this year, most surprisingly, but they lost to the Rams by 3 as they gave it to Stevens again, and that will be a gain of 3. So 3rd and 9 with 4:35 to go in the third, or a gain of 4. This is a big, and so far in this quarter, the Patriots, they somehow can't protect Drake May because of Danielle Hunter and Anderson, as they'll get a screen pass to Stevenson. He'll get no gain, so it'll be 4th down, and the Patriots, they'll have to punt. But I think the Patriots feel comfortable with punting, considering, that'll be a gain of 1, so the Patriots will punt with 3:55 to go in the third. We're almost to the 15. We're almost to that 15. With 3:40 to go in the third quarter. 4th and 7. Patriots will punt. They're trying to let some clock go off, and they get the punt off. And no, he'll get the fair catch, and it'll be past the 40. So the Texans will get it at the 41-yard line, at the New England 41. And as we will be right back with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, as we will be right here, and we will be right back after a short break. Gentlemen, we are back with 3 minutes to go in the third. The Texans, they're going to get the ball back at the New England 41. But so far, this defense this season for the Houston Texans, Swarm City, wild card against Pittsburgh, only allowed 6 points, 175 yards, third downs, 2 out of 14. Today, 21 points, 144 yards, and a third down, 1 of 10, and 3 turnovers. So at the New England 41, they hand it off to Chubb, he's still on the ground. That will be a gain of at least 4 or 3. As it is 2nd and 7. with 3:05 to go in the third. Second and 7, Stroud, he steps up and almost intercepted for the 5th time. That would have been the 9th turnover in this game and the 6th turnover for the Pats defense. 3rd and 7. Third and 7 for the Houston Texans. Stroud is 15 of 33. 173 yards, a touchdown, and 4 interceptions. Patriots playing the blitz. He passes it, and it's incomplete. And the penalties fly in. And that was Carlton Davis. That is his 2nd penalty of the game, but he does have 2 interceptions. So those makes up for it a little bit. Yeah, and we do see the grab on the 3rd and 7. The Texans get a huge breakaway. First and 10 for the Houston Texans. 2:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Stroud tried to find for Stover, and it's incomplete. Stover had a hand on it. He had 2 hands on the ball, but just couldn't come up with it. And D'Amico Ryan, he saw the lane for the 1st down. They were trying to do the same play like they did to Dalton Schultz earlier in the game. .237 to go in the 3rd. 2nd and 10. Patriots break the blitz. And Stroud, he's still up. And no! It was a sack by Ellis. Oh no, but now Jennings is down for New England. A big part of their defensive line. With 2:25 to go in the 3rd. CJ Stroud gets sacked. Oh no, now they have 2 defensive injuries on the play. As it is 3rd down, and we will step aside with an injury break, and we will be right here and right back after the short break. All right, we are back. So it's 3rd and 13 for the Houston Texans. At the New England 38-yard line, what can the Texans do here with 2:17 and counting to go in the third? Stroud takes the snap, 4-man rush. Stroud, he finds, and it's caught! And it's caught by Jalen Noel, but that'll be a gain of 5. But that does put the Texans in field goal range. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me, by Hutchinson, as it is 4th and 8, and they'll take the field goal. So, Kyami Fairbairn, this is for 51, and the kick is good. So, Kyami Fairbairn, last week he had to hit a 50-yard in Pittsburgh. This week he does it in the snow, as now the Texans are down by 5 with 1:32 to go in the third. Okay, so the Patriots, they have to cover Drake, man, because if his hand is like keep getting smacked around like a baby, then like soon like that it's gonna hurt. So the Patriots pull up a good drive, try to see if it can take a little long time to make the Texans feel a little bit more pressure, even with being down by just 5, as Kyami Fairbairn kicks it off. And New England decides to return it. It's past the 20, and New England will get it to the 30-yard line. And that return was by Johnson. So far in this game, CJ Stroud, he has been feeling some pain in his hands. It is a play action by Austin Hooper. He'll get the first down. A gain of 13. What a good play action floater pass to Austin Hooper. So the Texans have more first downs than New England, but the Patriots have more points than New England. The Patriots have more points than the Texans. So Texans have more first downs. New England has more points. But the Patriots are up by 5 now, considering the Texans' last 3 drives. Are they trying to do the bootleg again? Nope, Drake May, he slides. And that is a sack by Danielle Hunter. And that will be most likely the last play of the third quarter Also, actually, that was a sack, but that was just no gain on the play, but that will still count as a sack for Danielle Hunter. So 2nd and 10. Chisholm is in motion. I don't think the Patriots are going to snap it here, as they will let the clock wind down, and they won't, and that is the end of the third quarter. So, who will move on to the AFC Championship game? We will find out in 15 minutes, as we will be right here and right back after the short break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as the final 15 commence, winner takes on the Denver Broncos in the AFC Championship game, as that game will be in Denver, but no Bo Nix. I think that both teams know that. Seahawks won last night, put the belt to ass on the San Francisco 49ers, won by 35 points, 41-6. Oh, as Ramondre Stevenson does a stiff arm, but that's only for a gain of 2. So, the Broncos quarterback backup is Jarrett Stidham, expected to start in the AFC Championship game. 4 career starts, 0 playoff appearances. His last pass attempt was in 2023, Week 18 at Las Vegas, and that was against the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is his 7th season in the NFL, and he's been with 3 teams. And those teams are, and 3rd down and 8, intended for Booty, and the flags come in. So for Jarrett Stidham, he has been on 3 teams. He's been on the Raiders, he's been on the Broncos, and the team that drafted him was the Patriots, and they are currently facing the Texans right now, as it is a first down with 4:18 to go in the game. And that was against for the All-Pro corner, and I think the Pro Bowler in Stingley. So now the Patriots are past midfield with 4:18 to go. It's 1st and 10 as they put Hunter Henry in motion, the tight end, as they give it to Henderson. Henderson, can he find a lane? That will be a gain of 5. So 2nd and 5 at the New England. A 6-yard run at the Houston 32. 13:55 to go in the game. It is now snowing a little bit harder in New England. As you can see, it is cold weather out there. 13 minutes to go. They give off to Henderson. And Al-Shaair and Tolo gets the stop for a loss of 1. So 3rd and 5 for New England. They are past midfield, so they are in field goal range. So that's good for them. So New England, you cannot afford a sack. So if Drake May has an opportunity to throw that ball away, you make sure he throws that ball away. 3rd and 5. New England is up by 5. Drake May, he is in the caliber for MVP this season. These are the type plays that he has to make. May, can he find Booty? One-handed touchdown! Nathan! One-handed touchdown! How did he do that? He's having his best years in the NFL. Touchdown! New England! What a play by Kenshawn Booty! That's how you make a play against the All-Pro corner and the Pro Bowl corner for the Houston Texans. That might be a dagger to the heart. Yes, sir! Give it a big round of applause for that play. Oh, yeah. What a play! Okay, guys, they are actually going to make sure that ball did not move. So they're actually going to make sure that ball did not move, but it looks like that was a touchdown to me. What a good catch by Booty, but I think that is a touchdown, and I think that will stand. With 12 minutes and 58 to go, as we will be right back and right here after the short break. But that looks like a touchdown to me. Other than that, we will be right back for the final 12. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and it looks like the touchdown was confirmed. What a 32-yard touchdown. The touchdown was upheld, and that is Kenshawn Booty's first career one-handed touchdown play. So now, if I'm the Houston Texans, you need a touchdown on this drive potentially. Kenshawn Booty, 5 targets, with 3 receptions for 75 yards and that touchdown. Kenshawn Booty might have just made the biggest play in the postseason this year. As Jalen Noel gets the return, he's past the 20, but he'll get pushed back to the 21. Now, what can the Texans do here? In the first half, C.J. Stroud was 10 of 26, 124 yards, and a touchdown and 4 interceptions. In the second half, he's 6 of 9, 54 yards, 0 TDs, and 0 interceptions. So what can he do on this drive? Because the Texans, they only have 2 timeouts. So if they can't get nothing here in New England, all that for their next drive to do will be basically to waste the clock down. As Texans, they hand it to Marks. Marks, he gets Carlton Davis off for a gain about at least 4 to 5. And now Carlton Davis is, he is a little shaken up. From that big hit from Marks. Woody Marks, he is a physical running back. The Texans have been running the ball well in the second half for 41 yards. In the first half, they only had 8. Which I think was because the Patriots, they are kind of a little banged up a little bit. What can C.J. Stroud do here? He goes deep. Can he find a rookie? He does it. Good coverage by Christian Gonzalez. As it is 3rd and down and 6. Big down coming up for the Texans. Ooh, was that kind of a hold on the right side? Yeah, that is for what that C.J. Stroud was talking about. 1 second left on the play clock, and the Texans will have to call a timeout. So the Houston Texans only have 1 timeout left in the whole game, which they might possibly gonna want to have back possibly later on down the stretch. So in the fourth quarter, your timeouts are basically key because possibly for the 2-minute warning. And also, guys, next week, in 2 weeks, the Royal Rumble will be in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia for the 2nd time ever. The last time that happened was with the greatest Royal Rumble ever. And to also say that WWE has a new undisputed champion, and that is my guy, Drew McIntyre. So props to him. As it is 3rd and 6, 12:16 to go, left in the game. It is 3rd and 6. The Texans are playing it in the snow, so they're not really comfortable in this weather. But they have beaten some really good teams in the cold. Can they do it again? Stroud finds a lane and almost intercepted for the 5th time. That was intended for Stover. Now Stover's hurt. I believe he's holding his knee. Now, what are the Texans going to do on the 4th and 6? Are they going to go for it? The Texans, they may have to go for it on this 4th and 6. And it's still with only 12 minutes left in the game. They may still have to go for it. Oh, yeah. You can see his knee buckled a bit. And as we will step aside for the final 12 minutes, we will take a break and we will see for what will the Texans do with their potential season on the line coming up on this next play or for whatever that they decide to do. Be right back after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It is 4th and 6 for the Houston Texans. And it looks like the Houston Texans are going to most likely punt the ball. And then they are going to trust their defense in the final 12 minutes to hopefully try to see if they could stop the Patriots on at least 3 downs or at least a field goal. Because if the Patriots can score a touchdown one more time, the game is most likely over. Oh, as the ball goes back, can the Texans get it? They do! The Texans get the big one inside the 5. What a good punt by the former 2-time champion with the Kansas City Chiefs. What a good punt by Tommy Townsend, the former 2-time champ and former Chiefs punter. Now the Patriots, if they want to win this game, then they're going to have to do it. Basically, they need to travel almost 96 yards to get a touchdown. As they hand it off to Ramondre Stevenson, Steven finds a good hole. That is a gain of about 8. So 2nd and 2. Ramondre Stevenson, he's not having a bad day. 7 rushes, 40 yards. He's also been involved in the passing game. Second and 2. Ramondre Stevenson, he gets the first down and almost finds that big hole. Gain of 3. And also, guys, this is a 5-minute warning before the NBC crew kicks off their pregame show at the 6 o'clock. And the Patriots are 28-1 all time when leading by 8 or more points in the fourth quarter. Their only loss was in 1976 to the Raiders and John Madden, the great John Madden. R.I.P. John, we love you. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Stevenson gets a big hole. That is a gain of 8 again. With 10:20 to go in the game. And now you see Alzi Al-Shire a little bit shaken up, but not by much. So they moved up the ball. It'll be 2nd and 1. Oh, and as you see, Petrie and the Texans, they were trying to blitz and they didn't get there. Stevenson with a first down, a gain of 2. Yep, and now all the Patriots is trying to do is to wind down this clock with 9:40 to go. As with 9:16 to go, they give it to Henderson. He'll get a gain about at least 5. Or 6. All that Josh McDaniels and Mike Vrabel are trying to do is to just wind down this clock, considering with the Texans, they only have 1 timeout left. 2nd and 4, they give it to Henderson again, and he can't find a lane. That's a loss of 2. A tackle by Speed, 3rd and 6. Or actually, it was a loss of 3, so 3rd and 7. So it's not 3rd down and manageable. It's actually third down in the long medium. And today the Patriots are 3rd down. They are like 2 of 11. As it is 3rd down for the Patriots. Can they find something here? And it's caught by who else? Big time players make big time games. Stephon Diggs gets the first down. Like I said, big time players make big time games, and Stephon Diggs, he is one of those players that makes those plays out of his first down from New England. Now, what can the Patriots do on 1st and 10? They hand it off to Ramondre Stevenson, and that'll be a loss of at least 3. 2nd and 13. Second and 13 for the Patriots. Or actually, 2nd and 12. With less than 7 minutes to go. 6 minutes, 45 seconds left in the game. This drive has been 5 minutes long. 2nd and 12. They're almost past midfield. Are they going to continue to run? And they will. They hand it off to Stevenson. Stevenson will get at least a gain of 3. And the Patriots are now on a logo with 3rd and 9. Or a gain of 4, 3rd and 8. As it is 3rd and 8 for the Patriots. If they can get the first down with less than 6 minutes to go, 5:58 on the clock, 3rd and 8. May's going deep and incomplete. No flats on the play. Lassiter. And are the Patriots going to go for the field goal? Are they going to go for it? Or are they going to go for the field goal? And they are going to decide to punt with 5:54 to go. So this Texans next drive, they have to score a touchdown before the 2-minute warning. Because Houston only has one timeout. So the Texans know, and Jalen know, he'll get the fair catch, I believe, at the 11 or the 12. So 5:48 to go in the game. As also tomorrow's national championship game, Miami 10th versus number 1 Indiana. At 7:30, 5:48 to go in this game. Stroud in the pocket. Can he find anything? And it's incomplete. Intended for Bryant, the former Cleveland Brown tight end. And it's 2nd and 10 for the Texans. But that was a lot of contact also. So 2nd and 10 at the Houston 14. Stroud, he passes it to Bryant for a gain of 9. So CJ Stroud is 17 of 39. I believe his pass is 182. So third and 1, and they pass it to the tight end Bryant again for the first down. Gain of at least 4. And the Texans, they know that they have to play hurry up here. With 5 minutes to go in the game, can CJ Stroud find something? He throws it deep and it's incomplete. He throws it to the bench. With 5 minutes to go in this game. 2nd and 10 at the Houston 29. So the Texans, they're down by 12. They have to score in at least about, they basically have to score before that 2:59 mark, and it's incomplete. Intended for Higgins, and Gonzalez breaks it up. 3rd and 10 with 4:54 to go. And that was intended for Hutchinson. As it is 3rd and 10 for the Houston Texans. This is a big 3rd down. If they don't get it, the next play may likely be their season on the line. Stroud in the pocket. He gets sacked. It'll be 4th down and long. The Texans season will come down to this next play. Loss of 8, 4th and 18. And are the Texans going to punt again? The Texans are going to punt. They're going to punt. They're not going to even go for it. Even with one timeout, they still And the Patriots get it. They get it with Jones. Can he get a big return? And he'll get at least past the 30. So CJ Stroud has thrown 4 interceptions, which is one of the reasons why that they're down by 12. And I believe, like, in his second interception, that is why that the Texans are down by 12. Drake made 3 touchdown passes, no interceptions. CJ Stroud, 18 of 42, 193, 1 touchdown and 4 interceptions. Drake May, 16 of 26, 179, 3 touchdowns and 1 INT. As they hand it to Ramondre finds the edge. He's still not down, and that'll be a gain of 2. Second and 2. A gain of 8. And gain of 9, and the Texans, they take their 3rd and final timeout of the game. So that means if New England can at least get like 2 to 3 more first downs, that will likely be the game. Exactly. Like, I was very shocked to see the Texans punt the ball with only 1 timeout left. If you had, like, all of your timeouts, I can understand that, but now you have 0, and if New England gets 1 or 2 first downs, the game is over. And the Patriots, they get the first down with 3:45 to go. So now, if I'm the Texans, your next drive, you definitely need a touchdown, and you need an onside kick to hope that it goes your way. With 3:30 left to go in the game, 1st and 10 for the Patriots. I think that the Patriots are going to most likely run for the rest of the game. Yeah. They're not going to pass. It makes sense. I think that Drake May's total final stats is... And New England takes their first timeout of the second half. As it is 1st and 10 for the Patriots, to hand it off to Ramondre Stevenson, and Steven gets stuffed, the loss of 1. So 2nd and 11 with 3 minutes to go. So the Patriots 3rd down, that will be the down that will be the 2-minute warning. So the Texans, they will have to drive down the field again. So the Texans are not going to get the ball back with most likely a minute left in this game, with possibly a minute 5 or a minute 5 or a minute and 7. If they can stop the Patriots here on these next 2 downs, because they don't have no timeouts. As they hand it off to Stevenson, he'll get a loss of 2. The last one was a no game, so it'll be 3rd down and 12, and it'll be the 2-minute warning. 3rd down and 10, and it'll be the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go. New England is 2 minutes away from heading on to the AFC Championship game. In 2 minutes. as we will be right here and right back after the short break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This is the 2-minute warning, and it's 3rd down and 10 for the New England Patriots. And as you see, as a Robert Kraft, they are saying that they most likely won, and they basically did because they have a 98% chance of winning now. First down wins the game, and it's incomplete. Oh, now it stops the clock. New England, they were just trying to win the game. But now for the Houston Texans, they get at least a minute, more than a minute 45 left potentially, because the Patriots decided to pass and now the clock stops. So the Texans, they will have at least more than 130 to work with. As New England punts it, and Jalen Noel, he returns it with 1:45 to go in the game. So if the Patriots can get a stop here, then the game is officially over. Now you see the Patriots record in the last 3 seasons. Bill Belichick 4-13, Jerome Mayo also 4-13, and Mike Vrabel changed it around, now 14-3. Now 1:45 left. It is no. 1st and 10 for the Houston Texans. Can they get a touchdown here? As they will pass it to Marks. Marks, he'll get the first down, at least a gain of 12. Now the Texans, but they gotta hurry. As the Texans, they are just kind of taking their time. They are not going to try to worry. 1st and 10 for the Texans. What can they do here? They pass it to the former Cleveland Browns tight end, Bryant, as Bryant gets out of bounds with a minute and 19 to go. And the Texans, since 1970, they are the only team to not play in the conference championship game. They are 0-6 in the divisional round. They have never won this round. Oh, and it's incomplete. intended for Jalen Noel. He was trying to catch the pass one-handed as the blitz was coming from the Patriots. Now you see Will Anderson on the bench right now. He is like, how? Your defense was perfect. It was just the offense was just keep making mistakes. You could have a good defense, but you can't. Yeah, it was just the offense. Their defense was Super Bowl ready. 3rd down and 4 for the Texans, and it's incomplete. 4th and 4. The Texans season will officially come down to this play. So CJ Stroud is 20 of 46, 212, 1 TD, and 4 interceptions. Now, will this be the game right here that it could officially end it? 4th and 4. The Texans season has come down to this, and New England takes the second timeout of the second half. So with 1:11 to go, and now you see Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson talking to each other. They will at least have one more game together, at least in the Pro Bowl. So that is something for them to look forward to. But there's only 2 MVP candidates, and that is Matthew Stafford and Drake May. You see Matthew Stafford, 46 TDs, 8 interceptions. Drake May, 31 touchdowns, and also 8 interceptions. So they do have the same interception status. Matthew has more TDs, but Drake May, he is a mobile quarterback, so he actually runs on the ground. 4th and 4 for the Houston Texans. Their season has come down to this. Can CJ Stroud get the first down? He throws deep for Hutchinson! And it's caught! No, but the refs say no! It's incomplete! And the New England Patriots are going to move on to the AFC Championship Game! Robert Spillane, the linebacker. I think they're going to review this just to make sure. He was down, but I don't think he never got control of it. What a good coverage by Robert Spillane, the former Steeler and the former Raider. As the Patriots officially take a knee. They'll take one more knee and then they'll head to Denver, where the Patriots will face the quarterback that they drafted to New England in Jarrett Stidham. One more kneel, and the Patriots are moving on to the AFC Championship Game. And how about that? The New England Patriots are going back to the AFC Championship Game where they did 10 years ago. And this is their first appearance since 2018. What a game. The game was close in the 4th quarter until that one-handed. The Texans, they had a lot of chances. Their offense couldn't capitalize on them. As it is official, the number 1 will face the number 2 in the AFC. It's kind of like 2015 all over again. But instead, the Patriots will face the quarterback that they drafted. What a matchup that will be. Now you see Stephon Diggs hugging his former teammates, man. This was a good game as it lasted. But the Patriots get it done as they are going back to the AFC Championship Game. I know that Sean Payton, he will have Jarrett Stidham ready to play. Jarrett Stidham will take on his former team, the New England Patriots. And as we will be next, we will be right back for the next game. The Los Angeles Rams taking on the Chicago Bears. As congratulations to the New England Patriots. You're heading on back to where that you belong, and it'll be for the Lamar Hunt Trophy. And because of that, let's give it a big round of applause. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see y'all after the next play. And this is yours truly, RJN Sports. And don't forget the next game, the Los Angeles Rams will take on the Chicago Bears. I believe in about possibly in like 10 minutes. So I will be right back here in 10 minutes. All right, love y'all, and tune in for the next play. Thank you. Woo!